What's going on, y'all? It's Dana Pope Jr. Master Executive 8, and in this video, we're continuing the series on how to quit porn. And in this video, we're talking about the first, last video we talked about what rebooting and rewiring your operating system of your brain was about when it comes to quitting porn. Now we're going to get into the steps, into the tips that you need to start rewiring and rebooting your brain. And today we're just going to talk about the first tip, because it was sort of lengthy. So the other tips are not as lengthy, so I'll do all of those in one video. But we're going to start out with the first tip, and that is this tip is based on psychological research. It's based on experiences of men who have quit porn. And remember, there is no one size fits all to this. You chew the meat, spit out the bones, take what applies to you, take what works. Whatever doesn't work, leave to the side. If this whole thing doesn't work, go find another system. All right. But if you're having this issue, if it's really that bad, then you'll change that habit. So the first thing we need to do is adjust our mindset. And I'm gonna read to you a quote by it says The Last Psychiatrist. So the quote goes: when you characterize porn as an addiction, it tells you that it's hard to break free, that it is a struggle. I'm sorry, y'all, let me make sure my mic is turned up. Alright, it is a struggle, and that relapse is inevitable. All things that have nothing to do with porn. But when you characterize online porn as junk food, the solution is obvious: don't eat it. So basically what it's saying there is basically having that mindset of porn being hard to quit, it won't make it easier. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there's no difficulty there, but you shouldn't ascribe more difficulty than there need be. If you relate this to a battle, you know what I'm saying? To be won, or you'll become, some crazy man. You know what I'm saying, or whatever it is that you feel like you'll become from indulging in this habit, then that won't help. So this is not to take away from the importance of changing the habit, but there's a better way of thinking about it. The first way of thinking is actually counterproductive. An example of this is the DARE program. Now, the DARE program stands for drug abuse resistance education, and it's a education program that's sought to prevent the use of controlled drugs, membership in gangs, and violent behavior. And this was started back in the 80s, and I think it went on into the 90s, and I think it's still out, may still be out today. But anyway, so by them pushing the agenda, they actually I would say persuaded unintentionally individuals who maybe weren't thinking about drugs at all to actually become more curious in it, something like a forbidden fruit. So there was even a study that was done that showed that people in the program showed an increase in use compared to people who weren't in the program. So excuse me, y'all. We can also take a note from the KKK versus Superman episodes, and a mindset that was used there as a better stance for dealing with this problem. This was something that happened way back, I think in the 60s, and it was this the radio, it was this popular radio show, and they had this Superman exposed Ku Klux Klan. They had these Superman episodes where he was fighting the Ku Klux Klan, and they exposed the Ku Klux Klan, they exposed their code words, their rituals, and their bigotry, and it was all based on intel collected by an activist named Stetson Kennedy, and that happened before a national audience. So the show damaged the group's reputation, and it led to a decline in their membership, from which they never really recovered from that at that time. So this happened after Stetson, he infiltrated several several clan meetings to gather intel on what was going on behind closed doors. So he tried to take this info to the cops, but they were afraid to confront him. So he then took it to a popular radio program at the time, and after agreeing to his proposition to help him expose him through the show, they began a 16 show series that sorry y'all, it's a lot of background noise, forgive me for that. They began a 16 show series that revealed everything. So after the exposure, the local authorities, they gathered the gumption to confront them when they were violating the law openly, and additionally their recruitment dried up as a result to that exposure. So excuse me. So from this we can take two important lessons, right? So when it comes to confronting this habit, we can understand that what draws us near to it and how our brain is affected by it. So this will remove the fear associated with partaking in it, and what we will become from taking those actions. So moving forward, we'll learn why our attraction to it is perfectly natural, and that the natural attraction has just been taken over by something that is not normal, and is based on reproduction and evolutionary reinforcement. So a good way to look at it is look at it like a bag of chips, right? So if you want to eat healthy, you know what I'm saying, you don't eat potato chips. You would eat like some fruit or vegetables or something. So just view them for in the same way. If you want to have a healthy sex life, don't eat unhealthy, greasy, sexual junk food. You know what I'm saying? So this takes that monstrosity out of the habit. You know what I'm saying? This takes that habit from being this big monster to this bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? And all you're doing is you're not downplaying it, but you're putting it in its proper perspective. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier to handle when you see it as a bag of chips versus a final level boss. So here's a question I'd pose to you. Like, what's your favorite bag of chips, right? Now picture your bag of chips having this powerful, menacing aura. Like, you can't even picture it. You might even be able to picture it for a second, but then it's just like, yo, it's just a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think so either. So once you learn how whole food affects your body and mind versus the carbs and protein of a bag of chips, you know what I'm saying, you're more likely to choose healthy foods over the latter, or just avoid them altogether. So you do the same thing but with porn. So the point here is to make the problem easier to stomach. Although the consequences of actual porn addiction can be much more dire and destructive, like when it comes to marriage and relationships, it puts you in a proactive instead of a reactive mindset, and it makes tackling this much easier as a bag of chips than, like I said, a final boss battle. You know what I'm saying? So there's another quote I want to give to you guys, and this is from the 17th century Jesuit priest Balthazar Gratian, and it says, "Undertake what's easy as if it was hard, and undertake what's hard as if it were easy." And you can understand, basically, he's talking about that psychology above. So excuse me, y'all. What we're going to talk about next is shame, right? So we have to talk about this because this is a big factor in this journey that you're beginning to create a new habit. So, like I said in the previous, I don't know if I said that in the previous video or my other video, 5 tips to overcoming porn. That shame can actually be a positive motivator. Shame, it makes us direct our focus inward and view our entire self in a negative light, and those feelings of guilt and contrast result from a concrete action for which we accept responsibility. Guilt causes us to focus our attention on the feelings of others. So it helps, that guilt can help you accept responsibility if it's in a small healthy dose. For example, if you have an accountability partner of some sort, you know what I mean, it's a little dash of guilt and shame there because you have this accountability partner. So you know that if you to keep on that little dash of shame to can help keep you on your path, because you know your accountability partner will find out if you fold, and that adds some extra motivation to stay focused. However, there are two key factors that make the shame or the guilt helpful, and without this, it's just debilitating. So it is the confidence that is possible, that you have the confidence. You basically have the confidence that improving yourself is possible, and you know that you will do better. You know what I'm saying? So you need to know that you can do better. You need to have the confidence that you can improve yourself. So it's only with those two things that a little bit of shame helps. So shame can become a hindrance if it's based in self-pity and you ruminate on how much of a terrible person you are. And this is why it's important to look at porn as simply a bag of sexual junk food, chips, because demonizing it is going to backfire. This is especially if you are in or come from a religious background like myself. We're told that we are bad people, that will go to hell, that this is not something that Jesus would approve of. And I'm not saying that all of this is wrong, because we're all entitled to our beliefs. You know what I'm saying? So, and I would even agree that spilling your seed too much can leave you in a lower vibration in the lower chakras, or hell. You know what I'm saying? If your root chakra is unbalanced, because you can't rise up because you're just spilling your seed. You know what I'm saying? So, but this over shaming activity, I think that's going to make somebody feel bad. And if they feel bad, guess what they're going to do? Wait for it. What are they going to do? They're going to feel bad. They're going to feel shamed. They're going to go to their laptop. They're going to their laptop fun house, and they're going to soothe their guilt and shame all the way. In addition, he may go into further isolation now. He may go farther from helping himself, because he just thinks, oh, well, I'm just a sinner. That's what sinners do. Jesus doesn't love me anyway, and so on and so on, and spiral. You know what I'm saying? So another sneaky thing results from this mindset as well. And I remember talking to a female, her telling me this. I'm not going to speak too much on it, but you know what I'm saying? Then you can end up demonizing sexuality altogether. You know what I'm saying? You'll make a natural thing bad, a natural sex urge bad, and this can make your relationships frustrating. You know what I'm saying? And it can actually lead you back to porn. You know what I'm saying? You'll start demonizing everything that's even remotely sexual, like somebody wearing a bathing suit maybe, or somebody that has a little bit of cleavage showing. You start to see them as bad. You know what I'm saying? But then you'll go soothe that frustration with porn. You know what I'm saying? So it's like counterproductive. So whether it be you or somebody that has this issue, don't start just heaping the shame on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, a little shame is healthy. You know what I'm saying? But only when it's coupled with confidence to improve and the will to do better. You know what I'm saying? So we must keep in mind that when discussing this topic, healthy sexuality is a good thing, and our attraction to porn is a natural biological response. You know what I'm saying? So don't beat yourself up if you slip, and just get your back on track if you do. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. This is the first tip, and that is to change your mindset about this issue with porn, and just don't make it bigger. Don't make the monster bigger than what it is. As a matter of fact, it's not a monster. Like I said, it's a bag of chips. And when you go to the market, just avoid the chip out altogether and just get you some fruits and vegetables. Same thing when you go to whatever, sit down on your laptop or whatever, have your journal there, to catch that cue, or maybe just go to a public place. I mean, to where you're less likely to do it. You're in a public place, you're less likely to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you got to do, but don't look at it as this unbeatable, hard. I'm never going to overcome this. Like, don't just keep in mind how you even talking to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And look at this thing. Just picture it. I mean, if porn was a bag of chips, how would I? If it was just a bag of chips, how would I look at it? Like, yeah, you know what? I know eating. You know what I'm saying? I know having actual sex is healthier. I know actually controlling my sexual urges is healthier. So you know what? I'm just not gonna have a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get an apple. I'm gonna go exercise. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go actually, do something to fulfill my purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna move me closer to my goals. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna transmute this energy. You know what I mean? So like, just look at it like a bag of chips. That's it. Look at it like a greasy bag of chips, and instead go eat an apple. Don't look at it as this like, if I don't do this, I'm gonna die type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't look at it like that. Don't make it bigger than what it need to, because that's just not helpful for your healing. All right, y'all. So this is part 2. We'll do part 3 tomorrow, in which we will go through the rest of the steps to rewire and reboot, and then we'll continue from there. This is Dana Poe Jr., Master Executive 8. If there's something that you like, click that like button. If you have any comments, have anything to say, put it in the comment section. Click that bell icon to be notified for any more videos that I do. Click that share button if it's somebody you need to share this with, want to share this with. Did I miss anything? Nah, that's it. All right, y'all. See y'all later.